We go into the first best of 5 of the day. Semi-final in the February Open Qualifier. We're down to the top 4 and 2 of these players will be seen here. There we go. It's Life versus TBC. Life, the youngest player in the pro scene, in the higher levels of the pro scene, with only 22 years of age. He's facing an older undead. This is TBC BM. One of the best undeads in the world, I guess, but there aren't too many. Certainly an interesting undead who tends to play some Necros here and there, some Banshees. You know, he's the odd one of the undeads in the world. Life starting in the bottom left of Last Refuge, TBC in the upper right in blue. So first to 3 advances to the grand final of this open qualifier and gets $150 guaranteed and 3 points guaranteed, up to 4 if you take the entire thing. We have a Death Knight build order and ghouls, of course. On the other side, it's a Keeper of the Grove with a normal Engine of War creep, so nothing out of the ordinary in the early game. That gives us some time to thank our latest 2 supporters here, Eppo Skillburn for the 27-month and Cilianikea for the 2-year resub. Thank you very much, guys. That is much appreciated. Thank you for your trust and your support over the years. So, Life is the big favorite. You saw it on the tail of the tape, a 92% win rate against him. TBC is especially struggling against Night Elf. We see this in these games against Moon quite a bit, where he just gets pummeled. He's pretty damn good in Undead Mirror. He's also very good against Orc, but Night Elf and Human, man, he's struggling hard with that matchup. But we'll see. Maybe he has new ideas. He was a little frustrated with the patch 1.30.1 and stopped playing for a little. But now he's back. Same goes for Life, who took a break for half a year trying to become a Dota pro. That didn't turn out too well. So now he's back wearing the Rogue Warrior clan tag alongside Infi, TH, and Fly. And he's a grab back. We really don't know what to think of this guy. At one point, he plays like the best Night Elf in the world, and on other days, well, he gives games away when the stakes aren't too high. Class of attack for the Keeper. Nice for the damage boost. Ghoul creep by TBC BM. We have the mana bars back here on Netties, by the way. So not only in the upper left in our hero overlay, but also on the battlefield. We have claws for the Death Knight as well. That will be very beneficial to the Lich, of course. No tech just yet, but he has the lumber now. And there's the tech. Tier 2 on the way for TBC. And the question is, of course, expansion or not? And the answer is yes. TBC sold the TP, as chat is saying rightly. Do you have a little bit more gold for maybe more ghouls or an early attack? This is a pretty early expansion for Life, of course, but with the Keeper of the Grove, with Treants and Entangle, you should be able to deal with the undead before the power spike rises on level 3, tier 3. So DK, of course, trying to get some last hits. Is that working without too many losses? First ghoul down without an Entangle, but that is level 2 for the Death Knight, so Unholy Aura unlocked. We have Wand of Illusion as well. Maybe we can trick Life into an Entangle on an illusion, but usually Life should be true pro for that, but we've seen it before, so never say never. Skeletons and Treants, of course, shall be killed for more experience on both heroes. Level 2.5 for the Night Elf, level 2 and a bit for the Undead, who's making his way over already, smelling this expansion play. But is still a little distracted in the middle of the map. The ghouls are not rushing over to this expo, smelling us around, but not quite getting it. With 3 skeletons and 4 ghouls, this should be an easy cancel for this expo. He's rather early to the party. Sometimes undeads let the expansion finish and attack afterwards. Ooh, Keeper is also pretty low. TBC has a pretty good early game. Ah, the coil was disabled by the detonate. The arm was already in the air. Nice timing. And now the damage is in with the Treants. Only 2 ghouls remaining. Is the damage still enough? There's, of course, a new corpse, but no Rod of Necromancy anymore. This is going to be real close. TBC is losing all of his ghouls. There's no DPS anymore. The Death Knight has to do this alone. Frostborn Hungers wants to get the kill, and one more swipe, and it is. There we go. Whew, that was expensive, though. 4 ghouls dead in the early, traded for this expo. Life cancelled it, so he got the resources back, at least a bit of it. And so second attempt for this Tree of Life, this time a little more defensive. Life is not on tier 2. He is on the way, 1/3 done, but tier 2 is already there for TBC. He's a little late with the graveyard, so his tech tree is a little delayed as well. Flute of Accuracy, a very nice item for the Night Elves, of course, as basically everything they have is range, especially if he goes for the mass air strat and not for the bears and dryads. But in the end, it's good for the dryads anyway, so why not keep it? Naga second. Okay, as I said, TBC is playing a little different than most undeads. He's deciding to go for the early push to kill this expansion once again, and with the damage upgrade from the Naga, that should be doable. Level 3, almost 4 for the Keeper. Deathlight is still level 2, if I saw that correctly. Yes, trying to get the kill. First one is out. The Illusion is taking quite some damage here, and he takes out the Shadow Priest. This push is working quite well for TBC, losing 1 more ghoul, 2 more ghouls, as there is no second coil. So can the heroes carry this alone against the level 4 Keeper of the Grove? He's trying to hunt him down, force the TP, and then swap the damage to the tree. Working quite nicely with 3 skeletons. Is the damage enough again? There's quite some entangle. Stutter stepping attempts by TBC. But there's good damage now. No TP. He has a potion, but he cannot stop the damage. And TBC is killing this Tree of Life once more. So both stay down on 1 base. Slaughterhouse and a first Garg. Is he tricking him into believing this is a Garg play by TBC and then going into normal Fiends and destroy us? The problem is there's no real army for TBC now. The Keeper has quite some mana, can spawn these Treants, and has 1 Entangle afterwards. Only uses the Entangle here. Has a staff, can get out, no big problem. Alchemist second, Berserker and 3 archers can easily creep. And TBC is making a splash into the base, showcasing the first Garg, and Life. His Huntress Hall is so late.
A player's forces are under attack.
That's a big mistake. That's a massive mistake. No Expo up, no Huntress Hall up. He can only go into wins, but he doesn't want that. I mean, his Keeper is really good, obviously. Gets the second big item here as well. Where's the Golem? Ah, see, Boots of Kotalas. Meh. On these heroes, not the greatest. But, oh, wait. He's not on the way to tier 3. He's continuing to go into Gargs. 1 Crypt Gargs. That is something I have never seen. That's really weird, because you want to overwhelm your opponent with mass Gargs, which is not happening if you play it only with a crypt, with 1 crypt. Alchemist rises up to 2, and Life is getting so much experience, and we all know how good the undead heroes scale in the late game. I mean, the Lich is still missing, but the Naga is getting a lot of damage as well. Keeper gets the kill. Anchor for Incarnation. Not the worst item for him. So, it's an Acolyte here. It's a counter expansion. One Crypt Garg's expansion by TBC. This dude is so weird, but whatever. Engine of Lore finally for Life. That is really late. And here we go. What do you think of that, guys? I mean, bears or mountain giants are quite far away. So the potential for killing a base once it's established is really low. I mean, with Treants, of course, that helps, but he's in time. Canceling the Ziggurat right away. 1 Garg is ensnared, but doesn't do too much. This army, man. I mean, there's so many archers and 2 berserkers. That's 6 units that are really good against Gargs. Expansion for Life is coming up again. Engine of War scouts this. Finally a creep spot for the undead, who's still at level 3. The hero levels are his biggest issue, I feel. Potion of invulnerability. And of course, he lost a lot of time on his tag as he tried to go for the Expo. Creep check by Life now. Who's closing in on level 5, going for this Death Knight. Wants some more experience. And gets that with the Archer. But one guard falls, of course, running into this ranged army. That's an easy kill for Life. Level 3 Alchemist already. He's close to 5-3. And on the other side, oh boy, that's a nice acid bomb. There's Entangle as well, trying to swap the potion. Does it tick down from the acid bomb? It's gonna be so close too. Yes, the acid bomb is working. And the Naga rises to the heavens. And that's level 5-3. First Dryads are coming in. Life did lose a single unit, and that was with the help of Coil. Naga's coming back. Tier 3 not unlocked yet. No Orb of Corruption. That was, I think, the biggest mistake by TBC next to his weird unit composition. The Alchemist counters the Gargs quite heavily thanks to the AoE. And now damage will be done to the Expo. In the back of this attack, Life raises his expansion. Staff out now. Treants have been dealt with, but finally he's getting level 3. But this time, finally, he's getting the expansion as well. Tier 3 on the way for Life, so Dispel upgrade is done, and Bears will be coming. Most likely Bears.
Are under attack.
Against this army, you can also go Mountain Giants, I guess, but they can't attack air. Neither can Bears, but they offer Reju and Roar. Still sniping some units, as he had almost full mana. Treants creep this alone, like he's fending off the army of TBC with his heroes, and the units are doing the job at creeping. After a good early game and a horrendous mid game, Life is back and expanding in the upper left. That's the balls of a 22-year-old player without any respect for his opponent. Well, I mean, why not? If you have the resources, why not? Keeper is coming in, aiming for the last hit. But TBC gets it. Ancient Django of Endurance. His army is super fast. He has a TP and he might be forced to use it. Coil on the guard to save this one. Gets everything out in time. But of course, 350 gold gone again. Lich is coming now. Naga is back. Tier 3 is reached and we get the Orb and the Destroyer form. Finally some Dispel. This Engine of War here used as a scout. More experience on this Alchemist who is level 4 already.
A town is under siege. Forces are under attack.
Can TBC strike back once again? Not a single Fiend. He doesn't need them really. He has the piercing damage with the guards. Coil on the Keeper, but he has a staff. Oh, Nova is coming in. Fort Lightning is there as well. Lolz. That, like, why didn't he staff earlier? Trying to go for the surround. Is there more nuke? Oh, Fort Lightning using the TP now. The loss of the Ankh was quite unnecessary. But it's just an item. And a town portal, of course, so 2 items gone. Because he is overconfident. Also, this expansion in the upper left, man, I don't know. Legion Doomhorn. Creep check again by Life. The DK is dropping fairly low. Coil on the Destroy. Does have to dispel now against Entangle and the Treants. Acid Bomb is hitting the guards. One is dead. Lich is kind of hurt as well, but we do have Coil Nova, Fort Lightning. Maybe some hero kill potential. He's trying to go for that. The Naga, of course, can't be healed, but there is an Invo Potion. Using that now. Keeper is staffed out. And there's more losses for Life here. Archer dead. Berserker dead. More experience on TBC side, and that's where the undead heroes really strive. Aiming for this Alchemist now, trying to force him into the big healing with yet another Coil. He doesn't have a Nova. This is one statue as the Keeper is back. Switching the target once again. The Naga getting another invul maybe. It's on the Lich and the heal scroll as well. Treants are... Oh, he killed the Destroyer, so it's only one Dispel. He can't get rid of them that early. Needs to wait for the second Dispel. The Naga is super low. Invul Potion was on cooldown. He swapped it over from the Lich, and now Life is pretty much dominating this again. 20 supply lead. And the Expo in the upper left is up with yet another hero kill and extra income. And as he has tier 3 now, bears are coming. He was a little late with the upgrades here, but that should be fine. Is he forced into the staff or an invul? Lots of mana used, but okay, it's only the staff of preservation. Only one guard remaining. He's not dealing with the dryads at all. Heroes are dry, no nukes to be used anymore, also no coils, and that hurts even the big abomination, especially when there's acid bomb. We can see the potential here of Life microing his dryads. Entangle, no dispel despite one destroyer, might be on cooldown, and no TP, no staff, no potion, nothing. DK falls. That's a level 5 for the alchemist, and GG. Life far, far away from an optimal game, but in the end, he takes the win. I think thanks to this very weird play by TBC. Like, what's this supposed to do? One crypt Gargs. He lost like so much in the first attack, like 4 ghouls or so to kill the Expo. That wasn't really worth it, I think. And yeah, weird decisions, man. I think he can overwhelm him with Gargs. I think if he goes for a fast tier 3 tech without this greedy expansion play, that works as well. Like, basically everything works except what he did. Right? I think Entis in chat, do you agree? Like, the Naga push wasn't too bad. And then he had quite a lead. But going for this greedy Expo and the late tech, TBC is just weird, man. Especially against Night Elf. Didn't see the game completely. Ah, okay. Maybe next game we can have your expert analysis on this undead play. But I think that's quite right. So, second game is up. Of course, TBC's map choice now. Amazonia it is. One of the best keeper maps. He still picks AZ. Which is odd. Yeah, I think on AZ still we do see more demon hunters again. We do see a few warden here and there by Foggy and Lawlight. But Life, he's staying tried and true to his keeper at the moment. In mirrors, I think I've seen him play demon hunter, but there's no mirror for Life today. And the next game starts without a big break here. Seems to be a little bug. No, it's working. So why picking AZ? Shorter rush distance? Maybe a Dreadlord play? He will show us, that's for sure. Here are your players again as we're loading into the map. 1-0 for the Night Elf. That is Life, who is the big favorite here. And this is single elimination. There's no game for third. So if you lose, you end up 3rd/4th place. With 2 extra points for the ladder ranking and 75 doleros. Life with a standard creep, with a standard building position. Oh, but the ghoul is already here. Pulling the aggro from the creeps against the tension of war. And that hurts a lot. The wizard is not helping, only the rogues. Wisp is trying to draw the aggro, but the ghoul says, my buddies are fighting for me. And that should be a kill. Oh, it's close, man. He needs repair. Still trying to draw the aggro. It's still not working. Oh, Oh boy, if Life loses this Engine of War, this is disaster for him. Now, finally, he gets it, and the engine can be repaired now. It's still close. Oh, this is resources that he wants to use. He's pulling more creeps, uprooting now. Oh boy, the second creep comes back. This is such a tense situation. 3 wisps, 4 wisps around this Engine of War. One gets purged, they all get away, and the engine falls in the end. 2 wisps down as well. Disaster for Life, who was going for the Demon Hunter here, but man, his creeping is so crippled. What can he do? Of course, second Necropolis with this build. He didn't cancel it. 160 gold, 60 lumber down the drain, and he lost wisps as well, so he's down to 4. This will take forever until he gets the Engine of War back. Hero Ghoul, MVP. So, people might ask, why is he building a second Necropolis? A Necropolis is offering 10 supply as well, same as the Ziggurat. But it only costs gold, a little more than the Ziggurat. But no lumber. And if you send the Ghoul over, you don't really have the lumber in the early game. So that's why you go for the second Necropolis. Demon Hunter's coming in for the harass. Lightning Shield still in the works. Demon Hunter's trying to get some experience here. He desperately needs that. Coil secures the first hill. DVC is nicely playing around this last hit and doing some damage to the demon. There's evasion first, right? Oh, this Ghoul might be dead. But he's getting full experience from this camp. Close to level 2. The Ghoul survives in the end. And the Demon Hunter is low. It is evasion first, actually. It makes no sense. I think, well, if you need to tank in the absence of an Engine of War, maybe it's worth it. Oh boy. That's one of the worst earlies you can have. And now this level 2 for the DK, while the Demon Hunter has not a single point of experience and is down to 50%. Still no last hit for Life. Ooh, aiming for the surround with Unholy Aura. This is a little easier now. And quite a bunch of ghouls. Wisps are moving over to get some vision on the map. First Archer is finally there. So TBC is not rushing. He's going Graveyard and techs here, interestingly. Fight in the middle once more. Ghouls are taking out the Kobold. And with below 200, he can't really engage. I like that the Ghoul is taking care of this Demon Hunter, the second one as well, to constantly do damage while the Skeletons tank the creeps. Smooth sailing for the Undead thus far. And lots of haste.
A player's forces are under attack.
This is all gonna be good for the Lich. Will he go for his weird one base Garg play again? Sorry for the little spikes, a little hiccup in my upload. Life is teching as well with the late Huntress Hall once more and finally creeping this. Finally getting mana burn. Like, that's the big issue here. If you go evasion, of course it helps creeping. But for the harass, like, the DK had so much mana to work with. And got the last hits with the coils, got the damage with the coils. That was certainly a mistake, but the inventory is great now for Life. And he got level 2, so finally mana burn it is. Ghouls are moving over, but they're all hurt. I wonder what Life is playing with this Demon Hunter. Is it... Oh no, and Snare and Boulder. Coil goes into oblivion.
Town is under siege.
So TBC with mistakes here. Allowing Life to get back a little. 4 archers for him. Detonate before the coil comes. He has only 1 more, but the mana burn should be ready. There we go. And he's completely dry. TBC, no, this time it's a Naga for Life. Second Naga in this series. And a normal Lich by TBC, who's going tier 3 immediately this time. Eight additional agility. Plus 8 damage, plus 2.4 armor, and additional attack speed. That hurts.
A player's forces are under attack.
Archer upgrade coming. Entrance of Lore coming. Slaughterhouse delayed, of course, in favor of the Lich and the tier 3 tech. You can't afford everything at the same time. Or Lightning Shield could have been great against the ghouls, I feel. But there's an engagement now, and all of a sudden Life has the better army. Life has a very, very good hero. And some damage with these archers as well. Nova comes in. Lich is out. Can he get these kills? One guaranteed. Trying to block more. The slow wears off. DK is quite low. Naga taking care of that. And the ghouls can't really reach. Oh, investing a second Nova. That could be 3 kills right here. Second one. Oh, the Lich. He doesn't have a coil anymore because he used it on an archer. So yes, he gets 3 archers, but loses the Lich in the process. Oh, Naga almost surrounded there. Can he get the Lich back? Does he want to get the Lich back at the tavern? He's just dealing damage to this Naga, but not walking into a surround is Life.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, that was an invitation as well, but there is a staff. That's a mistake by TBC. You shall not challenge this Demon Hunter. He's getting kill after kill after kill. No staff of preservation here to save him, but he's just taking this entire army with this inventory. Holy shit, dude, this DH is on a rampage. A little greedy to go for... Oh, he gets lasted. Perfectly executed by Life. And again, TBC is losing every single ghoul that he had. After this perfect early game,
a player's forces are under attack.
Life has a gigantic advantage all of a sudden. TBC with the throw of the year. Mass Dryads now. This Demon Hunter, holy shit, man. Only the Lumber Ghouls remaining. He's going Boneyard. When did we see this the last time?
A player's forces are under attack.
And now the expansion is coming. On the back of tier 2. Not teching yet. 40 supply. Level 3 Naga with the Scroll of the Beast. And a level 3 Demon Hunter. Damage intensifies. Ooh, this DH with the Scroll. Hell yeah, baby. So, no destroyers, I guess. It's just worms. TBC stays at 28 supply. Has heroes and a statue now. That's it. And Life finds him. Not a single coil. Also no consumables.
A player's forces are under attack.
Dominating Passion by Life now. Controlling basically the entire map. Gloves of Haste for the Naga. Also a nice addition. So TBC has to power creep somehow. The Lich is still level 1. Doesn't have good damage. Needs to use Coil Nova, of course. Sobi Mask. Sweet upgrade. The first Worm is coming, as well as the first Fiend. And an Air Bomb. All of a sudden, he jumps up to 42 supply. That was a big investment that he saved a lot of gold for. But he's being found. Fort Lightning, and this is the town portal for sure. Demon Hunter burns, Demon Hunter hacks and slays. Yeah, TP out. A little premature, this coil, but just making sure that the Lich survives. And saving all the statues as well. Still no tier 3. Place this only with Dryads. So, Disease Cloud now. First Worm is out, but of course you can only attack the heroes. Dryads are magic immune. Doesn't do anything against them. Disease Cloud upgrade in the works for the 2 damage per second. That does affect the Dryads. So he is heavily reliant on this Lich, who's still level 1 and only plus 8. far away from level 4 where he really becomes the sniper. And a Tinker as well. Good against buildings, but not in fights. Okay, Potion of Greater Healing here. Might need that on the Tinker. How far can he spread the disease? Not too far yet. Life is at 58 supply.
A town
I think
is
he
under
didn't
siege.
see the worm yet. $50 supply for TBC as well. 0-0 upgrades, second Fiend.
A player's forces are under attack.
These Dryads should... Oh, nice reveal of the Scout. Life should be able to deal with it. I mean, he lacks the Orb of Venom. That's a problem. You really want that. Invo Potion now on the Lich and the big healing on the Tinker.
The town is under siege.
Okay. Merc Camp first. Pocket Factory summoned here already. He has a second one for the attack on the expansion. Boots of Goth are last. Nah. A little attack speed on the Lich, but that's about it. Level 4 for the Death Knight. You want to scout this out. Clockwork see this. Don't do damage though. The Berserker. 60 supply for the Undead. A Herd Abomination. Plenty of mana to work with though. Demon Hunter Illusion is scouting. Rest of the army is here. 0-0 attack on the Dryads. No heal scroll. But heal potion and invo. So how fast can he get rid of some Dryads? The Lich is doing good damage. Disease Cloud spreads. Level 2 on the Tinker. Clockwork Goblins will do nicely as well. 2 more coil, but he misses that one. Nova on the Demon Hunter who's level 4 now. Forced into the Invul to be safe for now. But Life is losing quite a bunch of Dryads. Damage on this Demon Hunter intensifies. There's a stab. He needs to use it. There we go. But the DH is out of the fight. Fiends seem to be safe, but not from Fork Lightning. How many kills can he get? Another Dryad falls. The Berserker falls as well. Can't be coiled, of course. The Worm is out of the fight too. Whoa, this damage on this Lich, man. Naga about to fall. But he doesn't have another coil. Can't reach. And this Demon Hunter is the one-man army. I mean, of course, the Dryads help. But TBC sees no land in this fight anymore. Level 3 on the Lich, but still no mana. Will be burned soon. Oh, the mana burn ends up on the Demon Hunter almost perfectly. Same amount of supply. The Lich is actually doing a lot of damage and the Disease Cloud is kicking in. If he can keep the Lich alive. There is an invul for 7 seconds, but he won't be able to get the necessary mana.
A town is under siege.
There's the A-bomb. He's not microing the A-bomb at all. Okay, hold position for some reason. So Life with quite a big lead. And the Expo. And now he gets tier 3.
A player's forces are under attack.
So yeah, Life got a lot of kills on the Dryads, but how is he supposed to heal up the Worm? That takes forever. The A-bomb loss was absolutely unnecessary. There's only one Fiend remaining, and the Expo is still up. Demon Hunter is just crazy.
A player's forces are under attack.
And they meet again. Mana burn for 100. That means that's the only Nova. Plus the mini Nova from the Worms, of course. Let's staff out immediately. Anything left? Only a heal scroll. Don't need that too much against Dryads. But yeah, the Disease Cloud is really showing its effect here. 4 Dryads hurt. He scouts that well. Rejuvenation is running. Moon Juice, not really full. Also, no Super Wells as he's not tier 3. With this Tinker, man, can he win a fight now? No coil anymore, but a potion. TBC, one of the players that uses his mana on the DK very aggressively. Can he get a level 4 Lich soon? His A-bomb falls. Yeah, this worm, man. Such a huge investment into this worm. But no dispel. And now rejuicing. This Demon Hunter with undispellable rejuvenation. How is he supposed to deal with it? Yes, he can slow him down, but he's constantly in range of the Dryads then. Lots of Dryads are falling though. Good baits by TBC. But he's losing all the Fiends. Lich is the absolute carry. 43 supply only. On 57, sorry. I watched that wrong. With 3 bears, 4 bears not taking part in this fight. There's no solution to this Demon Hunter. Nice base build here by Life. Won't be supply stuck if he loses that Moonwell. 4 euros here. No nukes anymore. 1 coil that he needs on the worm, of course. The worm is great against bears, but he's in a horrendous position. Naga is here to snipe this worm once he retreats. Nicely done. And that was the last coil. No Nova, no coil, only right clicks. Scroll of the Beast being used now, and also that can't be dispelled. Invo Potion, and he's aiming for that Lich. Oh boy, does he take a beating. Bears are not in Master Form, by the way. Now they have it. Orb of Venom. No way he's losing this Demon Hunter. What is Life doing? No inventory slot to get a potion. Oh, the Lich. Invo Potion and save. What the hell is this game all of a sudden? There is a coil now. Thanks to the Sobi Mask and the statues. Lich is back to full health. Aiming for this Naga now. It's a double kill for TBC soon. No way. He's losing. Oh, he's losing the worm over it, but gets the TP. Can he get the Expo though? Jesus Christ. What a mistake. Naga too far away, couldn't staff. He has a backup worm now. 53 supply. Statues are key now. Life had the money for the Tavern revive, but he needs time to get his army back up. No moon juice at all. And he taps out. GG despite the expansion. What a clown fest. TBC had the best early game possible. Then he had the worst mid game possible. And then, like, the first fight, he lost that. He killed a lot of Dryads, yes, but he lost the A-bomb. He lost all of his Fiends. This army wasn't... He was down to his heroes and the worm, basically. But the statues healing and regenning mana over and over and over. And Life with the major mistake of losing this Demon Hunter. That is not allowed to happen if he's stacked like that, and you have reju, and you have staves, and there's a shop next to you, but you die because you're slot starved. Dude. The heroes. The heroes. But again, what an unusual army. I mean, he was on 28 supply forever. And then going Sacrificial Pit, Slaughterhouse, Boneyard for the very, very famous 1 Fiend, 1 A-Bomb, 1 Worm combo. To be fair, the Demon Hunter was controlled fairly well with the worm and the slow. And because he got so many Dryads, he got decent hero levels. The damage was good in the end. More than 1,000 viewers already. Nice. Thanks for tuning in early. Chat is heavily against the Night Elf players, I see. Tomorrow, Remo is back for a dual cast for the Pro Finals. The top 4 there are Focus, Lolliot, Infi, and Moon. That will be played tomorrow at 12. Thank you, Kai Katze, for the 32-month resub. 2 years, 8 months, man. Thank you for your support throughout all this time. Yeah, Remo has to work, unfortunately, so you have to suffer through a Neo solo cast. After this best of 5, we have the second semi-final. That is Lin Guagua versus Shao KK. Feels like we've seen this game like 3 times or so in the past 8 days. They met in the OES Cup and in earlier stages of the qualifier. Thank you as well, Split Tango, for the 3-month resub. And Parallon for the 8-month resub. Sends the less than 3, you get that right back, my friend. Little sub-train going on here. I like. As we're loading into map 3, that is Northern Isles. And I am quite curious if he plays the mass air here. But I think Life, not the guy for that. Seems like he never really liked it. So we're down to best of 3. As both players took 1 map, first to 3 goes into the grand final of the February Open Qualifier Tournament. Ghoul build by TBC and the most standard creep by Life as well against the Magi and the Tuska Warriors for the first big consumable of this map. Can you tell us where Remo works? My sister finds him attractive. Send me a pic of his sister and I will arrange something. Of your sister. We can make this happen. Back to Warcraft coupling. So, should be a DK again. A Dreadlord would heavily surprise me. The map is a little too big to go for a Ghoul Harass. Compared to Amazonia, Death Knight it is, and back to the Keeper. Are you from Cologne, Neo? Nope, I'm from Hamburg, mate. I find him attractive, I'm a man. Can I send a pic as well? Of course! Back to warcraft@gmail.com. Send me all your pictures. Back to Warcraft dating platform, indeed. Back to Tindercraft. So, this is the normal thing you do with Night Elf. Getting you very close to 2. Big consumable, especially the mana potion, is the dream. Yeah, the new homepage will most likely be working next week. As we kind of fucked up our current homepage. Whoopsie. Kind of mana stealing against the DK. I like that item as well. Not as good as a mana potion, but you almost deny 1 coil and you almost get 1 entangle. So I like the mana stick. Even though people shit-talk it a little. As it doesn't have the big impact as a big mana would. No tech by Life. That shows you expansion. The Keeper, of course, a big indicator for that as well. Checking the Murloc spots, but the Undead is nowhere to be found.
A player's forces are under siege.
He wanted to creep the natural, but that doesn't work. He has to run back now. Entangle during the tech, and that is an Acolyte lost, my friend. He has no backup echo for this. And that will hurt TBC. Like, his tech is at 1/3. Had to stop the creeping, prevents level 2, and so much time for the expo. Really nice play by Life. finding a good time for that. He was checking the Murloc spots. He's okay. TBC is not here. Where could he be? Checks the main. He's not in the main. Goes for the echoes, kills it, and now steals the Murlocs. Getting so much done in the early stages of this game. Lots of necromancy. Also a lot of ghouls. Ghoul gang of 6. Graveyard now. We will compare the gold mines once the Acolyte is back in. Ooh, he's going for the rock bottom. Will he go for the tier 2 expansion as he did on last refuge? That didn't work at all. Nah. I don't think he... Oh, last hit maybe? He got the coil, but can't coil. Gets it. Boots of speed. Nice for the Lich, but one ghoul down. Surround. Not fast enough. When of mana stealing being used, so that's one more entangle in a second. Whispers coming for the detonate. Gets rid of almost an entire coil. And he can burn him to the ground with the next mana steal. There we go. No coil anymore. But quite a few archers falling. No reveal though. Oh, little mistake to reveal this archer. Didn't pull it out of the group, I guess. What a slaughter again in this early. Good long range coil, and finally has the keeper under control. But this is still not free. There's still 2 warriors. So Acolyte is back. 10,800. 10,000. In fact, 300 gold. 400 gold if you include the Acolyte. So that's basically the tech that's missing now. Or the Lich that's later. Still no dust. Keeper with the staff now. He will be very aggressive throughout the entire game. He has nothing to fear yet. Yeah, the speed of the tech is way more important than the 400 gold. You can't afford to lose even more time. Tree is ready. Ooh, taking quite a beating. That should be fine. Tier 2 is done as well. Oh, boulder toss. Man, these creeps are raging. Oh my god, another boulder toss. He has to be so careful. Living on the edge. But okay, level 3. Talisman of Evasion. Might not be the best, the worst against the Lich and Fiends. But okay, he gets this now. Lich second for TBC. Still 3 ghouls. 4 ghouls. And again... Like, wait. There was a Garg. Ah, there it is. Again, 1 crypt Garg play. Is there an expert undead in chat who can tell me what this is supposed to do? Poison Ivy, no TP. He has boots, but it's not enough. The DK falls off his horse. Overcommitting at its best. And another Garg dead. Wow. That is no fun for TBC. I don't get this build. We've seen some crazy turnarounds in this series already. I wouldn't be too surprised if this happens again due to another hero loss or something. The keeper has a staff. No, not in fear of a coil. And the Lich, of course. There's no rescue for him. Chemical Rage. Oh, he lets him go. Okay, he ticked. Oh, the statue. It's close. No, he survives. Yeah, mistake by life. Could have easily chased that.
Under siege. A player's forces are under
with the Chemical Rage Alchemist. But okay. Didn't want to commit with the Keeper, that's understandable, but the Alchemist could have gotten that easily. Looking creep now. We do have a nice claw, big mana, nothing really fancy. Maybe a ring, but he's already level 3, so... Oh, mana stone is sweet. Half a Toby Mask and 300 mana. Lich on his own. struggling hard to find experience without the backup of the DK. And it's still tier 2. Like, he is so far away from an Orb of Corruption, from the spell, from Abomination. DK is finally back. Ach, KP, Digga, thank you very much for the 19-month resub. And we even have Hippos now against the Gargs. Why is he... Okay, maybe it's a Hail Mary play to go for this Expo. But that is so easily scoutable on this map. Nice Nova into the archers, but only level 1. And the DK is surrounded again. Can he fight out? I don't think so. DK. Oh, Nova. DK dies. If only he had an Orb of Corruption. There's no mana anymore. GG. Whoa, TBC getting pummeled here on Northern Isles. Life got a little angry after losing map 2 and comes back swinging. Not a single chance for TBC in this game. Not a single one. Not a split second where I thought, okay, it looks good for TBC. Nope. So match points for life. With one more map win, he is in the finals, claiming 3 points and at least $150 for the 22-year-old Night Elf talent. So, Ente, what do you think of this build? Like, 1 Crypt Gargs into Expo. How is this supposed to work? I mean, TBC played Mass Worms and made it work against Soin, so maybe I shouldn't judge him too much, but... like, only in theory. How? I don't know. Echo Isles next, a map where we see Dreadlords here and there. And Ghoul Rushes. Doesn't work, Neo. Okay. Yeah, I thought so. Maybe he sees some timings and openings that we don't see. And maybe it worked for him on ladder, but... I don't know. Not a fan. Especially the first map, man. If he just texted tier 3, but who am I to complain? TBC, Shao KK, and Lin Guagua, they really need the points. They didn't get any from the ladder shot. Like, Shao KK got 2 points, but that's it. And it's not like the 12th Chinese player will qualify like last time. We're down to 16 players again, so the quota for the Chinese was reduced as well. So, match points for life, Echo Isles. Don't know what the last map would be, as I didn't get the vetoes. There's no such a strategy versus the elf meta at the moment. You can only do trying to get the spell ASAP and hope for elf fights you win with equal supply. If the elf decides to go into your base all the time when you want to push his expo, it's over. When elf gets too much time, it's over too. It's interesting how both races are complaining about this matchup. Both say basically the same. Fascinating. I talked to Lawlight about this. He was like, oh, I can't win. How am I supposed to win against Undead? It's not working. It's not possible. But you know how the pros are. They do love their whining and complaining. I think if TBC plays standard, it's 2-1 for him now. And not the other way around. So, Dreadlord or nay? And is it a Demon Hunter or nay? Nope. Keeper Craft it is. Come on. Ah, waiting for the Ziggurat. But usually with this build... Huh? It's a later hero, not the instant Death Knight. But it is a Death Knight for the 4th time in a row. Lucifer loves his either Mass Ghouls with Dreadlord or Dreadlord expansion here. But live, but TBC not seeing this. He had good early games, like a few. It's not like he's losing the game right off the bat. I mean, Northern Isles, yes. But apart from that, he had some good ideas. Acolyte scouts the Keeper soon. We haven't seen a single creep deny today. Which is kind of rare today in nowadays scene. 5 ghouls already. DK. Is he creeping? Selling the town portal again. He's going south.
A town is under siege.
While the Keeper is going into his base on only level 1 though. With Treants. Trying to kill some Acolytes again. Opens up the block here. And we play Ring Around the Haunted Gold Mine again. But lack of Entangle shouldn't result in a kill. Almost a surround, but blocks his way out. Don't know if that's too aggressive by Life. But in this scenario... Oh, there's no coil. You can't call the Acolyte. Life, of course, knows this as he sees the effect and the level. Well, that changes quite a bit. Of course, a little bit of experience, 20 per summon. But he keeps him low. And got level 2 due to creeping. So we do have Entangle now. This ghoul is dead. Okay, he had a backup Acolyte anyway. So not as successful as the rest on Northern Isles, but still. Expo coming up now.
A player's forces are under attack.
Pulling the aggro. Ah, getting the mercenaries here now. Especially the Berserker against ghouls. DK finally getting some experience here as well after the Treants. And that should be level 2 once the Ogre falls. But there's still no coil. But okay, the skeletons scare the Keeper away. So that's his level 2. Finally, coil unlocked. But will he scout this expo? Tier 2 is once ahead, again far ahead. Graveyard is a little late. Okay, sees the mercs now. Life's army is pretty good. Still doesn't want to fight this. In the absence of a Keeper. Surround on the Berserker. Nope. That could have been better. Or done better. Yeah, TBC not known for his micro. That's for sure. How many ghouls will he lose this time? Ah, the pigeon doesn't fly that far, so TBC gets the kills here. But it's basically a 1-for-1 trade. Good save by Life. And his tech is on the way while Entangle gets rid of yet another ghoul. And that's once again close to level 3 for the Night Elf. Stuff you really want to prevent. But on Echo Isles, that's basically impossible anyway. Expo's ready and walking down. Oh, he's going Naga again, cancelling the Lich that was in the altar already. And again, no tier 3 tech. This time, no Garg. But yeah, level 3. Hello, 3 Treants. Good kill on the Merc. At least one. Don't know if he gets the second one. No, with the Ghoul reinforcements he should. Oh, nice entangle. Preventing this kill is life and more damage. Ouch, ouch, ouch. These arrows, they hurt. And another one. And a kill. That's too easy for life. That's just too easy. TBC is walking into the meat grinder that is the keeper level 3. And there's no way he can punish this Expo now. He has 3 ghouls. Oh, he goes double crypt this time. So trying mass Gargs now. He's sacrificing his ghouls over and over and over again in every single game. Naga's back, still no TP, buying a potion now. But the second crypt is so late. Usually you want it during the tech. Life is already going for Engines of Wind, so we will have the answer. And Acid Bomb. No Nova, which is usually crucial if you play Gargs versus Hippos. Scroll of the Beast will help as well.
A player's forces are under attack.
Finally, some more creeping for TBC is getting level 3 there. Gets the Shadow Priest for the entangle as Destroyers are far away. He really doesn't like tier 3 as it seems. Always preferencing something else. But again, just as we saw on Last Refuge, life is just creeping so much better and so much faster without being contested at all. Heal scroll now against, against what actually? There's no, okay, there's Fog Lightning. But no Nova yet. Good for him that he gets level 3. It's Fiends! It's double crypt Fiends? Interesting. So again, no TP. This time, Chemical Rage, but Fork Lightning Coil. Nice heal scroll, but that's about it. He has a TP. No mana burn, of course, so there's more to come of this nuke. But the Lich and the Orb of Corruption are missing everywhere. 5 Treants now. And the first Hippos. Okay, he's trying to trick him with a Fiend play. But he can just load up the Hippos and with Acid Bomb. That should be nice as well. Oh, Keeper. TP's out. Afraid. Oh, there was no nuke. Maybe didn't check the heroes. But 31 supply only for TBC and the Expo is up. So life going for this mass air strategy where it really doesn't matter too much what kind of damage type you have, as you rely on the Acid Bomb of the Alchemist to reduce the armor to a point where the damage type just doesn't matter. But I feel you need an Orb of Corruption here. And a Lich, like ASAP. He's not attacking, he's just going mass Fiends. To be honest, I don't think TBC has the micro for this strat. Because you really need to do a lot. Web, kite, do damage, web, kite, do damage, over and over and over and over. And of course you want to slow things down with Nova. You can do it with a Naga, with Frost Arrow of course, but it's only single target, not AoE.
A player's forces are under attack.
The absence of tier 3 hurts him everywhere. No Destroyer against summons. And against the Entangle, nor against the Entangle. Keeper level 4 and 6. Alchemist is so safe from nukes. $57 supply. This expo is uncontested for such a long time. There was this one fight where TBC was trying to push with the Naga, but that's about it. Since then, we haven't seen anything as far as aggression goes. So 40 supply push into the main without an A-bomb, without a meat wagon. No TP on life side. Harass into the main again.
Our players' forces are under attack.
So he's getting a moon, well, maybe. Oh, that would have kept him supply stack. Well, Scroll of the Beast. The hunt is on. No TP on TBC. Of course not. And yeah, this is where you have to kite. But you see, it's only one web. And now you run away against the Entangle. If the keeper... Ah, the keeper's out of mana. That's a mistake for sure. Okay, so he will be able to run away. The Merc is down. No dispel anymore. Nice snipe by Life.
A town is under siege.
Easy hold. Yeah, he needed a TP. But that's about it. Just tier 2 feeds. So stubborn. Again, the Shadow Priest. No Huntress holes for any upgrades or something. So he just plays it with 0-0. Getting the level 5 Keeper here most likely if the Alchemist... No, he joins the fun. Counter expansion and immediately countered by Life with his Engine of War here. So another ring. Nope, claws this time. Okay. So attack by TBC. 5 fiends. He kills this Moonwell. Alright. But this is so much. 20 supply advantage. A few web, but one dispel. He doesn't have too much of that. And Shadow Priest immediately sniped. I like that play by Life. Getting in range of this Shadow Priest and immediately kills him. 2 fiends down. Heal scroll use. Everything back to green. Fiends are falling left, right, and center. The Keeper is low though. Saves himself to the moon with the coin a little too late. But it's just right-clicking this Keeper. Nothing else. Fort Lightning, another coil. He kills the Keeper in the absence of a TP, but the staff was ready. Life with mistakes. Lightly going for the Naga. And still, it's a level 4 Alchemist. He can deal with this army basically alone, or can he? Little bit of moon juices there. Nice photo, but reveal. Naga on the silver platter. Fork Lightning. Nope. There's the coil. Frostborn hungers. He's trying to get away with Chemical Rage, but Chemical Rage is over. Miscalculating the damage a little. He doesn't have a coil. He needs to rely on Frostborn, but it's 2 swipes. 7 armor. Can he regen in time? No! Level 4. Okay. Double kill for TBC. He lost his Naga. Oh, Expo is up, by the way. He didn't cancel that. I think that was a mistake. Alchemist is back now. Without mana, though. Fighting an empty DK. But there's stat use. 40 supply. Yeah, gee. This Expo didn't come up, and Life is in the finals. TBC, no chance, really. That was a nice fight in the end to show some of his skills and the nuking power of Undead, but in the end, Life just better in every single game. And deservedly going into the grand final. That means he has 3 points guaranteed. He stands at 13 and $150 guaranteed as TBC leaves this qualifier with 2 points and 74 bucks. We know that Life's opponent is going to be Chinese as well. We know that his opponent is going to be an orc. But who? It's either Xiao KK or Lin Guagua. They will fight it out in the other semi-final. Yet another best of 3. My, two of my favorite orcs, really. I have a soft, sweet spot in my heart for both of them. So we'll see who wins. Yet another best of 5 here back to Walkers on this beautiful Sunday. Thank you very much to Der Rattenjunge for the 4-month resub and Sight for the host. Much appreciated, man. You should teach TBC how to play Dreadlord. Seriously. But yeah, I need a little break. We go into a 5-minute pause and then second semifinal coming up. Stay tuned.